Hello guys, this is Shata with another flight. This time I'm taking the 747-400 to Princess Juliana or St. Martin, which is one of the most dangerous airports in the world, where you have to do a low landing. The flights all begin here in Paris Charlie Golf at stand Alpha 9, and we are using the Air France liveries, as you can see here. The service is waiting the aircraft. First thing we're gonna do is get the weather update at both airports. So we're gonna bring up I'm gonna bring up my weather station, which is Active Sky Next. So we're gonna check first the weather here in Paris Charlie Golf. I'm gonna set the ID at the station, which is Lima Foxtrot Papa Golf, and you can see here is Charlie Golf, Paris, France. We got a foggy weather over there. Temperature is 12, dew point is 11, surface wind is 360 at 10 knots. Visibility is 1.2 nautical mile. Precipitation non-reported. Then the pressure is 1017 millibars. The clouds, we got few clouds at 400 feet, overcast at 1000 feet. Then it's broken at 13,000 feet. Now we're gonna check the weather at Princess Juliana. So the ID is Tango November Charlie Mike, Princess Juliana St. Martin. It's cloudy over there. Temperature 26, dew point 21, surface wind 80 degrees at 11 knots. Visibility 10 nautical mile. Precipitation non-reported. Pressure is 1018. And we got clouds broken at 1800 feet. So that's it for the weather at both airports. I'm getting also a little bit problems with the weather. The weather is on the old update. I don't know what is happening with the Active Sky. It's saying like the software is being activated to different computers, and now it doesn't want to update with the server. It doesn't want to give me the latest weather update with the servers, from the servers, sorry. But we're gonna use this weather here. At least we got a little weather, make the flight more interesting. Let's not waste time. Let's go inside the flight deck now. Here in the flight deck we got a cold and dark state, which everything is shut down, nothing is working. We need to start the aircraft all the way through. So first thing we're gonna do is do a safety check by selecting the batteries to on, guided, standby powers goes to auto, hydraulic demand pump is all off, alternate flap is off, and we got flaps levers on agree. We're gonna cross check the safety checklist with the normal procedure checklist. So safety check, batteries on, standby power is on auto, hydraulic demand pump is all off, alternate flap is off, and the flap lever is on agreed. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is connect the external power. I'm gonna request for it. Here the external power is available, but first we're gonna select the utilities to on, then the bus ties goes to autos, then we're gonna select the external power 1 and the external power 2. Next, Windows heat goes to on, nav light goes to on, then we're gonna cancel all these warnings here. Checking the oil quantity, if we got good liters of oil in all 4 systems. So we got 20 liters of oil in all 4 systems, which is good for the flight. For the hydraulics, the oil quantity is all good. Now we're gonna select the IRS to nav. So system left goes to nav, system centers goes to nav, and system right goes to nav. On the FMC, here on the ident page, we got the model 747-400 with engine ATC2B1F. The IRAC nav that I'm using is the IRAC 1810, which is activated from 13th September to 10 October. The position init page, I'm gonna select the reference airport, so at FPG, which is Charlie Golf, then at the stand Alpha 9. There you go. Alright, so we're gonna open the cargo doors and request for external air also. On the system displays, you can see like we got the external air haven't reached the aircraft yet. The door is open. So here's the little truck coming to connect the external air. There's one here and another one over there. We're gonna also call up the catering service so that they can start putting some foods in the aircraft. We're gonna load up the PFPX, which what I use to flight plan my routes. A very good software. So from Paris Charlie Golf to Princess Juliana, and we are taking from 08 left, then landing to runway 10. So we're gonna ask it to find the routes for us. So this is the routes we're gonna take with the seat departures and the star arrival to Princess Juliana. I'm gonna start setting up the routes. We're gonna go to routes page. The origin is LFPG, then to TNCM. The flight number is Alpha Foxtrot 123. So the first waypoint is the VOR LGL. Then we are going to put on our Airways Uniform November 491. Then to another Airways Uniform November 585. Cross check at this waypoint here. The Airways Uniform November 585 is going to cross check at REGHI waypoint, then direct to 4520 November, then direct to waypoint 4130 November. Then the Airways is cross-checked at MNOLO waypoints. So we're gonna activate and execute. Check on the nav data if we got good, if we got a good routes, no bad waypoints. So the flight is all good all the way to Princess Juliana. Now we're gonna select the seed departure, but first I'm gonna bring up the chart. So we need to check the chart first. If you remember properly, we are using the LGL2H seed departure. So I'm gonna bring up the chart now. Alright, so from the chart, chart is very big, man. Let me just fix this a little bit. From the chart, I think the page is 78. 08 left and LG2H. So this is the one. This is the seed departure we're gonna take. Like the roots all the seeds all begins from taking off from runway 08 left to the first waypoint PG082, then to PG088, then to KELUD, then to LGL viewer. We got no altitude restrictions. Transition altitude is 5,000 feet. Speed, we got a speed restriction of max 250 knots below 10,000 feet. At or above 10,000 feet, speed may be increased without further ATC clearance. So initial climb clearance for jet is 10,000 feet, probes is 5,000. These seeds require a minimum climb gradient of 5.5%. So that's it for the seed departure. I'm gonna move this to the secondary displays, set up the departure runways, and so from runway 08 left to a seed LGL2H. Okay, select it, check. Right, the routes is right. First waypoint is PG. It's PG082, then to PG088, then to KELUD waypoints, then to LGL viewer. We got a good route, so I'm gonna close now the door for the catering service, since by now they already finished with the service.